Hello everyone. Today I'm arguing against the resolution. I believe that unbalanced social media sites and mass communication have a negative impact on the United States. Yes, social media has some benefits, but when we look closely at the research, especially from chapter 12, the harms are stronger. These harms affect our mental health, our democracy, and our relationships. Today, I will share 3 reasons why social media networking sites do more harm than good. First argument: social media increases addiction, depression, and academic decline. Chapter 12 explains that Americans spend 8.3 hours a day online, and heavily smartphone use is linked to distraction and something called nomophobia, which is the fear of being without your phone. The chapter cites research showing that even having your phone near you can reduce your ability to think clearly. When social media and digital technology increases addiction and anxiety and overload, they harm mental health and academic performance, and that affects the entire country. When misinformation spreads faster than truth and platforms reward emotional and extreme contact, society becomes more polarized and less informed. Second argument: a 2023 MIT study found that false information spreads 6 times faster on social media than accurate information. This is especially true on platforms like X and Facebook. Another research center also reports that 64% of Americans say social media has a mostly negative effect on the country because of misinformation, harassment, and political division. This leads to real consequences. First, academic achievement goes down. A distracted and less educated population weakness the U.S. workforce and economy. Second, mental health problems increases addiction and depression, raise healthcare costs, and reduced national focus declines. A population that is constantly distracted is less of thinking and informed decision making. This creates serious problems in the United States. Democracy becomes weaker. Polarization makes compromise harder and increases distrust in institutions. Second, public safety is at risk. False health or emergency information can cause a real world harm. Third argument: social media increases loneliness and reduce well-being. A 2022 study in the Journal of Social and Clinical Psychology found that reducing social media use to just 30 minutes a day significantly decrease loneliness and depression. The American Psychological Association also reports that social media increases social comparison, which lowers all self-esteem and increases anxiety, especially among young adults. This has more major consequences. First, mental health problems raise depression and reduce quality of life, increases national health problem. Second, relationships becomes weaker. People feel more isolated and less with real world connections. A third, drops like emotional distress, reduce academic and workplace performance, which harms the U.S. economy. So when we look at the research, especially from chapter 12, it becomes clear that social networking sites and mass communication have a negative impact on the United States. They increase addiction, depression, and academic decline. They spread misinformation and political division, and they increase loneliness and reduce well-being. Yes, social media has benefits, but the harms are stronger and they affect our mental health, our democracy, and our relationships. Thank you for watching. Bye.